Hey, thanks for listening to Car Talk. Now, if you're looking for stuff to listen to that doesn't insult your intelligence, there's a great app for your phone. It's NPR One. It's got hand-curated artisanal suggestions to help you find the best from public radio and beyond, with podcasts and news. NPR One is ready when you are. That's NPR-ONE on your app. Brothers, we're broadcasting this week from the Pain Clinic here at Car Talk Plaza. Well, is this some kind of scientific study?
No. This is a very interesting story. You're going to love this. Tired of constantly being broke and stuck in an unhappy marriage, a young husband decides to solve both problems by taking out a large insurance policy on his wife with himself as the beneficiary. This is like in the inky shadows.
Right out of Columbo.
And arranged to have her killed. A friend of a friend puts him in touch with a nefarious underworld figure who went by the name of Arty only. No, just Arty.
Yeah, that's good.
Arty explained to the husband that his going price for snuffing out a spouse was $5,000. The husband said he was willing to pay that amount, but he wouldn't have any cash on hand until he could collect his wife's insurance money. Arty insisted on being paid something up front. The man opened up his wallet, displaying the single-dollar bill that rested inside. Arty sighed, rolled his eyes, and reluctantly agreed to accept the dollar as down payment for the dirty deed. A few days later, Arty followed the man's wife to the local Safeway grocery store. There, he surprised her in the produce department and proceeded to strangle her with his gloved hands. Isn't this good?
Well, go ahead.
Wait a minute. As the poor suspecting woman drew her last breath and slumped to the floor, the manager of the produce department stumbled unexpectedly onto the scene. Unwilling to leave any witnesses behind, Arty had no choice but to strangle the produce manager as well.
I see it now.
Unknown to Arty.
I see it now.
Shut up.
2 chokes for the price.
No. Okay. Unknown to Arty.
2 Arty
The
chokes.
entire proceedings were captured by hidden camera and observed by the store's security guard, who immediately called the police. Arty was caught and arrested before he could leave the store. Under intense questioning at the police station, Arty revealed a sordid plan, including his financial arrangements with the hapless husband. And that is why the next day in the newspaper, the headline declared.
I know the headline.
Yeah.
Arty chokes 2 for $1.
At Safeway. You got it, man.
Oh, man. That's why it was the pain clinic? That was painful, man.
Arty chokes 2 for the...
I give up.
Well, someone had to go to the great pains.
And you have the audacity when I use a lousy puzzle to say, bogus. Oh, come on. Well, look, if you think that was bad, wait till you hear our car advice. Anyway, if you have a question about your car or anything else, the number to call is 888-CAR-TALK. That's 888 Arty chokes 2 for $1. 888-227-825. I missed the at Safeway part. 8255. Hello, you're on Car Talk.
Hi, guys. This is Patrice calling from Miami.
Hi, Patrice.
Patrice, what's up?
How'd you like Tommy's little intro? Arty chokes. Never mind.
Pretty funny.
Oh, yeah. Good, huh?
I thought it was pretty darn good. I mean, someone had to sit down and type an entire page to come up with that punchline.
I guess so.
And the thought that went into it.
What's going on, Patrice?
I have a 1975 Volkswagen bus, and it will not start. And when I turn the key, all I hear is tick, 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 tick,
Tick, tick, tick, huh?
Yes.
What have you done to correct this?
Well, we tried to jump it.
You did?
Yeah, and that didn't start it.
That's too bad.
Poured a can of Coke on the battery.
A can of Coke.
That didn't start it.
We don't recommend Coke anymore. Mountain Dew.
Mountain Dew. Okay.
Does anything else work? Do the headlights work?
Headlights work.
Uh-huh.
Well,
how long did you try jumping? Did you just hook up jumper cables and say turn the key and nothing happened and you said, oh, darn it?
No, one of the jumper guys came, and he worked about 20 minutes, I would say, on the car.
He did?
Yeah.
What were you wearing?
Just exercise clothes.
There you go.
You can't trust those guys.
You can't trust 20 minutes.
Well, I mean, it sounds like a classic dead battery.
It does.
Well,
but it could be other things.
to me, it sounds like a dead starter motor.
It's either the battery or the starter.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it's easy to test. I mean, you got to just bring it someplace that has a load tester, and they'll tell you in 2 seconds.
I mean, you're obviously not really dedicated. You're looking for a pour a Coke on the battery kind of fix here, I can tell, because you're not into spending any money on this thing.
You got it.
The idea of taking it someplace is out of the question. If we can't fix it, it's going to the junkyard or going to sit in your driveway.
Are you kidding? I almost bought a 75 VW bus only recently.
You want to buy this one?
No.
Okay.
For the same reason I didn't want to buy the other one.
Okay.
What was that reason?
It was a piece of junk.
Oh,
But one day I just woke up and I had the hots for a VW bus. I don't know what came over me.
You must have looked at yourself in the mirror.
But I realized what I really wanted was a 60s VW bus.
Exactly. Yeah, the ones that were less safe.
Oh, man, but gorgeous.
Yeah, less power.
Yeah.
Yeah, all that. Well, look at Patrice.
Yes.
I think you have either a bad starter motor,
Okay.
which is going to require that you change it or somebody change it, or you have a seized engine.
Ah, that sounds expensive.
Yeah, I mean, if the fact, this guy who came to try to jump it, if he had a real jumper pack or a real battery and he couldn't get the thing to crank over, then it means that the starter is probably bad. And starters can go without warning. After all, it's been in there for like 100 years.
Right.
So that would be my first guess that it's the starter motor.
Okay.
But I can tell it's going to sit there. Call us when you get sick of looking at it. My brother will give you $50.
We'll do that.
Good luck, Patrice.
Thanks, guys.
See ya.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
What?
75
This is never going to run again.
75 VW bus. We didn't even ask her, why does she have a VW bus of that vintage? Is she a hippie? Does she wish she were a hippie?
Hippie wannabe.
Had she been a hippie?
No, I think 75 is too new a bus to be
To have been a hippie.
to have been a hippie bus.
Yeah. 60s buses were for hippies. Who were 75 buses for?
Soccer moms. I don't know.
No.
Well, don't forget the bus. The early bus was the precursor of the minivan.
Of course.
In 1975, there was no minivan except for the bus.
And you think some mothers were buying? Oh, maybe hippies that got married or didn't get married but had kids.
You got it. 1-888 Car Talk. That's 888.
Just trying to understand the world,
27825. That's what gets us in trouble. 8255. Hello, you're on Car Talk.
Hi, this is John Mark in St. Paul, Minnesota.
Hi, John.
St. Paul.
What's shaking?
I've got a 1995 Jeep Grand Cherokee, and it got the strangest thing. I'm not driving it much this time, or using the air conditioning much this time of year, but over the summer when I noticed that when I would take a hard right turn, I heard a loud flowing noise, like liquid flowing.
Ah.
And then the second right turn I took, I would get this flood of water, kind of biblical proportions, in the back seat. And it would come out of one ventilation duct under the passenger seat.
Yeah.
Oh.
Isn't this sweet? So you can actually hear the sloshing around.
Well, it's kind
like
of
waves.
It's given me warning when I take that first right turn.
Yeah.
And then the second one, I know I'm going to get a deluge.
And, it's coming from the air conditioner.
Right. I just don't know why. I mean, it prior to this summer, it didn't do it.
Well, as you know, that when you run the air conditioner, one of the things it does besides cooling the air
is dehumidifies.
Right.
And
And so there's a whole bunch of water that's coming out of the passenger compartment, and it's going to go somewhere.
Right.
And where it's going is the back seat.
Now, if you look
you're storing it up and then pouring it into the back seat.
Right, you're not doing it one drop at a time. You're doing it
one
big chunk at a time. If you were to look at another Grand Cherokee whose air conditioner was on, and stopped at a light, for example, you would notice, and yours used to do this too, that there's water dripping from underneath it.
Sure.
Yours doesn't do that anymore.
It hasn't done it probably for a mighty long time.
And the reason it hasn't done it is that little drain is plugged up.
Okay.
And when that drain pipe gets plugged up, the water that gets removed from the moist air in your cabin can't escape the vehicle.
Got it.
And when you make a turn, bingo.
Yeah.
Now, you're lucky because in the old days, before cars had rear seat air conditioning, the water used to pour out in your shoes.
Right. So you're fortunate in having a modern car. Otherwise, you'd have wet feet.
I just feel bad for the guy in the back seat.
Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah, well, tell them to put their feet up. Give them a milk box. But you need to go to the gas station. Next time you get your oil change, ask them to blow out the evaporator drain.
Okay.
It's very simple.
Now, I changed my own oil in this car, so can I do that?
Ask yourself. You'll need compressed air.
Okay.
You have that?
I can get it.
John, This is a perfect opportunity to buy yourself a compressor.
I've been looking for an excuse.
Haven't you always wanted one?
And my wife doesn't know it, but she's wanted one too.
Well, then this is what you do then. Buy it for her for Christmas. Kill two birds with one
look,
stone.
I got you a compressor.
Well, she's gonna ask me though. You got me a compressor, a 3/8" drill bit, a power saw.
Well, the compressor has all kinds of good uses.
Okay.
You can use it to blow out all kinds of things around the house, but you can also use it to operate a spray gun. You can spray paint that picket fence you've been dreading painting all these years.
Yeah. Can you vacuum the kitchen?
You got to build that fence before I can spray
build the
paint,
fence, and then you'll be able to spray paint.
Well, you can get an air compressor nailer.
Okay.
So
right, you can get a pneumatic nailer.
So when you're,
so you can put that shed dormer on your house.
you can do all kinds of stuff.
Well, I will surprise my wife.
Yeah, and don't cheap out. Go for 200 psi.
Get an 8 horsepower. See you, John.
Thanks a lot.
Bye-bye. You'll have to build an addition to the house with the compressor. And they're loud, too. 1-888-CAR-TALK. That's 888-227-8255. Hello, you're on Car Talk.
Hello, my name's Richard from Malden.
Malden, Mass?
That's correct.
There is only one Malden in the entire United States. Did you know that?
No.
Yeah.
Really?
And it's in Massachusetts. There are no Maldens.
And it's named after Malden, England.
No, Carl Malden.
Carl Malden.
So what's cooking?
I'm coming into possession of a 1965 Buick Special wagon.
Oh.
V6 automatic.
Yeah.
And it's in great condition, always been garaged. It only has 124,000 miles on it. And there's been 4 years it hasn't been started.
Ah. That's too bad.
Well, yes, so I need to know what to do before I crank that baby the first time.
Well, the first thing you need to determine is if the crankshaft turns.
Yeah.
First, I have to tell you a little story.
Tell us a story.
I had a 56 Chevy, and for a long time, I couldn't afford to register it.
Mm-hmm.
And if I knew that if I left it at my brother's garage, he would have it sent to the crusher.
I had the crusher on call.
The crusher was on call. So for several years, I had it parked under a tree in my sister's driveway for 2 years.
Okay.
And then I said, I came into some money. I forgot where. I came into $1,000, which would allow me to register the car and insure it. So I say to my brother, geez, the thing has been sitting there for 2 years. I should probably do something before I start it. He says, don't worry about it. Stick the key in the ignition, turn it, just start it, and forget about it. Well, I, like a fool, why do I do this all the time? I took my brother's advice. I must have broken all the rings because the thing started smoking and burning oil, and it never ran right. I mean, this car emitted so much smoke.
See how my brother distorts the truth. One of the reasons you parked it is because it was burning oil and blowing blue smoke, and you could no longer take the obscene gestures of other motorists and the little old ladies coming home from church, flipping you the bird.
Okay, so I shouldn't take his advice. I should
Don't take his advice.
I will say nothing else.
No, you're gonna tell Richard what he can do to prevent what happened to my poor Chevy. No, here's what I would do.
Okay.
I would, as my brother said, first you got to make sure that the crankshaft turns.
Okay. Well, the battery's dead, so I have to.
That's all right. You don't want the battery anyway.
Okay. I shouldn't be saying anything because
no, you can interrupt
anytime.
anytime. You don't want to use the battery because you want to do this very, very slowly.
Mm-hmm.
You want to get a nice big
breaker bar,
2 foot long breaker bar, and put a socket wrench
on.
Okay,
I have that.
You got all that stuff.
Yeah.
And you want to turn it over by hand.
Right. And if you can't turn it with that 2 foot breaker bar,
then
close the hood.
Yeah, it's not going to start. But it probably will. I mean, 4 years, what could happen? What you're looking for is rust could have formed inside the cylinders.
Right.
If it does turn, and it turns smoothly, and you get at least a couple of revolutions out of it, you're in good shape.
Okay.
I would then squirt some oil in each of the spark plug holes. In fact, I might even do that before I tried to turn it.
Okay.
And then I would change the oil. Then I would go buy a battery.
Okay.
Make sure there's water in it.
Mm-hmm.
And then I would crank it. You don't want it to start right away.
It won't.
Don't keep your foot off the gas pedal.
Okay.
So you're going to let it crank for half a minute.
You should be so lucky.
No, it'll crank for half a minute. He's just put a brand new battery in it. And then stop for 10 seconds, crank it again for half a minute, and then set the choke, hit the gas pedal, right? The choke will close, and that baby will start right up.
Okay. And
Now, if you want, you can skip a bunch of these steps.
Yeah, you can just put the key in it.
Put the key in it and start it up.
No.
How much gas is in the tank?
I
The gas
haven't a
is
clue.
probably junk by now.
That's what I was just going to ask you.
Yeah.
Yeah, drain out that gas.
It would be nice to
if you
get rid of
can.
it.
Okay.
And
Have you got a siphon?
I could probably get my brother to do it. Why should I drink it?
Why should you do it? Oh, you got an older brother?
Oh, yeah.
My sentiment exactly.
Excellent. Yeah, I would, if possible, get a lot of the gas out.
Okay.
And then put a couple of gallons of fresh gas in there.
Okay.
More important than anything, when you do get it started, if you do get it started, resist the temptation to rev the engine.
Don't ever rev it.
Okay.
Just let it idle for several minutes before you think about revving it up.
Okay.
I think it'll be fine.
I hope it is. I hope to use it.
Well, we hope to see you at Car Talk Plaza with it some sunny afternoon.
Well, I was by there the other day, so perhaps I will.
All right.
Good
Okay.
luck, Richard.
Well, thank you very much.
See ya.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Now, before we give the answer to last week's puzzle, we have to take a short break.
Yeah, I mean, Dr. Frankenstein warned me to be sure to let my brother's brain cool off every 20 minutes or so, or he'll get afraid of fire, and we don't want that to happen.
We'll be back in a minute.
Taking care of business, it never was your thing. Never even noticed the needle hitting me. Your 87 Hyundai, it sputtered, then it slowed, and then like our romance, it died on the road.
And even though Hannibal Lecter pops a Zantac whenever he hears us say it, this is NPR.
Support for the Car Talk podcast comes from HelloFresh, the meal kit delivery service that makes cooking fun, easy, and convenient. HelloFresh sources the freshest ingredients measured to the exact quantities needed, along with step-by-step recipes for delicious meals designed to take 30 minutes to make, all approved by a registered dietitian. Well, that sounds like a great antidote to my daily kielbasa bomb at the garage. Everything is delivered in a special insulated box with free shipping. Car Talk listeners can receive $35 off their first week of deliveries. Visit HelloFresh.com and enter promo code CARTALK on your first purchase. Hi, we're back. You're listening to Car Talk with us, Click and Clack, the Tappert Brothers, and we're here to talk about cars, car repair, and the answer to last week's puzzler.
What was the puzzler?
Ah.
You're going to tell us.
No, I'm going to tell you because this is not the kind of puzzler that you'd remember. Most aren't, actually.
No, yeah, it doesn't matter.
A customer who shall remain nameless called up the other day and said that a brake job we'd done had gone awry. We'd done a brake job on his old Volvo. We had put on new pads and new disc rotors on all four wheels.
Yeah, the bad rotors.
And it was all right for several months. And all of a sudden, Dick calls and says, Dick. And says, gee, now when I step on the brakes, I get a rumbling. In fact, when I step on the brakes really hard, the worse it is. If I step on them gently, it's hardly noticeable, if at all. But when I really step on that pedal, boy, those things rumble and shake like crazy. I said, geez, I don't know. One of those discs must be warped, he says. He brings the car in and we drive it around, and sure enough, he's right. It is rumbling, classic symptom of a warped disc.
Yeah.
Anyway, we put the dial indicator on this thing and determined that there's nothing wrong with any of the new discs. So we check all the bushings, the tie rod ends, the ball joints, you name it. We check everything, figuring that any one of these front-end components could be wobbling and causing this problem, because there are interesting dynamics set up when you slow the wheels down.
Sure.
But we find nothing. So, since Dick is a pain in the neck,
What's his last name?
was he supposed to remain nameless? We put 4 new discs on, figuring that maybe the dial indicator's off. Who knows? I mean, why not? The guy's a good customer.
Even though all evidence is to the contrary, the customer is always right. He says he's got bad discs. He's got bad discs.
Right, and he spent thousands on this job anyway.
Thousands.
We drive the car Guess what? The same thing happens. Back on the lift it goes, and hours go by. We have Ralph chained to his toolbox until he figures the thing out, and he's standing there underneath the car, right in the middle of the car with wrenches in hand. And he's ready to remove something, and I say, what are you doing? And he says, I know what's wrong with the car. What's you going to remove that's right in the middle of the car that's going to solve the problem? There are no brake parts in the middle of the car.
When you said this, I said the hanger bearing. You said no. I said the transmission mount. You said no.
But you were close. You were close.
Drive shaft.
Yes, Dick had a seized universal joint.
No kidding.
So when you step on the brake, what happens is this. When you step on the brake at low speed, or when you step on the brake gently,
got it, of course,
the angle of the car doesn't change much with respect to the ground. But when you step on the brakes hard, the car does something called nosing or diving. The front bumper dives to the ground.
Half gainer,
and the drive shaft has universal joints on it, which must flex. But if one of those universal joints is seized, when you're asking it to flex to accommodate this new angle of operation, it begins to shake like crazy.
Yeah.
It was only doing it on hard braking. Ralph figured out that it was because the thing was nosing and causing that seized joint to have to try to bend, and it couldn't. That was causing the vibration. Pretty nifty, eh?
So he took out the drive shaft, and sure enough, you found that to be true.
No, it was all right, actually. We sold them new joints anyway. And rear struts. Yeah. No, that was it, and it solved the problem. So who's our winner?
Wow. The winner is Dan Vicenton.
Okay.
From Oyster Bay, New York. And for having his correct answer chosen at random from among the thousands of the correct answers that we got this week. Dan Vicenton from Oyster Bay, New York. It's a T-shirt. How come everyone who writes to us says, P.S. I wear an extra large? Does that say something about our show? Everyone says, I wear an extra large.
No, you know why they all want extra large? If you're going to clean windows with this, you want a small one.
You want as much material as you can get.
There you go.
And the extra large ones are the same price as the small ones.
Yes, indeed. Which is, if you win the puzzler, free. Now, we have a brand new automotive/logic puzzler coming up in the third half of today's show. So don't touch that dial. I think it's kind of nifty. In the meantime, we'll take your calls, of course, at 1-888-CAR-TALK. That's 1-888-227-8255. Hello, you're on Car
Good
Talk.
on yourself. Good job.
My name is Alana, and I'm calling you from Rogers, Arkansas.
Alana with an A?
Mm-hmm.
A-L-A-N-A?
All right.
Where in Arkansas are you?
Rogers.
Not that it makes any difference to me because I don't know a single thing. I couldn't even name you a city in Arkansas.
Oh, really? Well, we're in the northwest corner.
Little Rock?
Little Rock. That's 4 hours away from
Hey,
here.
I named a city.
There you go. I knew you could do it.
How about Selma?
No, that's Alabama,
Okay.
but it starts with an A. Anyway, Alana, what can we do for you today?
Well, I had kind of a little problem, but it was kind of scary to me. I have a 91 Honda Civic that has 156,000 miles on it, and I've been putting gasoline in my own car ever since we started doing that sort of thing. And what I do is I fill up the gas tank until it clicks off at the pump. I don't top it because
You don't burp it.
I don't burp it, okay?
Good.
Okay, so I filled the tank, and I didn't put the cap on right away. I just went into the station to pay my bill.
Yeah.
And when I came back, the gas was flowing out of the gas tank.
From the filler?
From my tank.
But you don't know where from your tank.
No, you mean right out
right out where I put the
where
gas
you put the gas in.
It was coming out, So I put the cap back on and I drove out because I didn't want to be, involved. I didn't want to have that gasoline around me. And since then, it's never happened again. But I was just wondering what would cause it to have the gas, because I don't want it to happen again.
Well, I believe what's going on here. Now, I have to ask a question first.
Okay.
And once I get the answer to that question.
I know the question.
Go ahead.
Was it a hot day?
No.
No, it's not a hot day.
Has anyone done work on the car because you had a problem with the car losing power at high speed?
Well, I just had the ignition switch replaced, or the ignition timer replaced a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, the igniter.
The igniter,
Did the guys who put the igniter in, did they work on the car several times before they figured out it was the igniter?
No, I just described the situation where I had to keep the key turned all the way over before it would go.
And they knew what it was.
Yeah. And they said, fine.
All right, well, there goes. I thought that if you had one of these problems, that it was possible that somebody, in an effort in an attempt to solve it, had drilled out the gas cap to allow it to vent to the atmosphere.
Oh,
But that gas cap you have is faulty.
it is?
Yeah, because when it's on there, it ain't supposed to leak.
No, she didn't
Well, I
put
didn't
the
have
gas cap
on.
in.
I didn't have the gas cap in.
What the hell were you doing paying your bill without the gas cap on?
I don't know. I've never
Weren't
done
you
that before.
paying attention? She said
I'm still on Alana from Ken Rogers, Alabama.
Arkansas.
Oh, right.
No, she specifically said she didn't put the gas cap on until she went in to pay. And when she came out, the gas was pouring out the open, uncapped filler neck tube.
I got it. Well,
I wondered why you had a theory, and I didn't understand what it was.
Why didn't you give me a dope slap? Jeez. All right.
Whoa. Yeah, so now what? Big brain.
Well, I don't know. I'm back to square zero
back
here.
to square zero. Yeah, that's where I've been all the time. You see now the beauty of misunderstanding the question.
Mm-hmm.
Would it be all right if I answered that other question?
No, sure, fine.
No.
Well, I mean, there are strange dynamics inside the tank because don't forget there's air trapped in there. There are baffles. I mean, the tank is not just a container. It's not like the kind of a gas can that you fill up for your lawnmower.
Yeah, that's true. And the little flap does, in fact, prevent the air from getting out.
Okay.
So
was the tank completely empty when you started this operation, or was the tank half full?
No, it usually is pretty empty.
It was pretty empty.
Fill it up. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, I suspect that some air that was trapped inside pushed the gasoline up the filler neck, and it's nothing to worry about. I thought it was leaking with the cap on.
No.
And obviously that's wrong.
Yeah,
if it were, the cap would have been bad.
Okay.
The most obvious conclusion here is you put the gasoline in, the tank is full of air.
Uh-huh.
As you put the gasoline in,
See, now, I hate to interrupt, but you should have just said, it's been a pleasure talking to you, and I hope we answered your question, but instead you have to go off and try to explain dark matter. I mean, give it up. You've done a good enough job.
No.
I mean, Stephen Hawking doesn't go places he ain't supposed to. He knows when to stop.
He goes everywhere, man.
No,
he goes everywhere.
He knows when to stop.
I was going to have a disclaimer at the end, because you recall what I said was the most obvious conclusion to reach is that you put the gasoline in, and the gasoline is trying to displace the air that was in the tank, because the tank wasn't empty, it was full of air.
Okay.
And as you put the gasoline in, the air goes up to the top, and gets what? Compressed up there.
Uh-huh.
Then you pull out the nozzle, and you got compressed air sitting on top of gasoline.
Okay.
And so it doesn't like to be compressed.
And because the flap is closed,
that's where I was getting stuck.
It takes a while before that gas can get past the little flap.
Exactly.
And it takes about as much time as it takes for an ordinary cash transaction. Did you pay cash or did you charge?
Charge.
Ooh,
there goes that theory.
There you go.
Yeah, I don't understand it now.
No, charge is slower.
Charge is slower.
That's good. So it took longer.
Oh, all right.
That's good. So it took
good.
It took longer, and by the time you got out, the pressure had decreased and brought with it. How does it decrease? By sneaking out that little flap
and bringing
brought
gasoline
with it some gasoline.
All right.
I think you're all right.
Okay. Well,
don't drive like my brother.
I really appreciate you calling. So.
See you.
Thank you.
See you,
Alana.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Was it she that called us? Never mind.
Yeah.
1-888-CAR-TALK or 1-888-227-8255. Hello, you're on Car Talk.
Hello, this is Jim in Ann Arbor, Michigan.
Hey, Jim, what's going on?
Well, I have a 1991 Toyota pickup, and it's a great truck, and I've driven it all over the place, hither and yon, with nothing more than routine maintenance.
Isn't that great?
It's wonderful, and but it's finally gotten to the age. It's 145,000 miles, where I think that only necessary repairs should be made. So that's the background.
Okay.
You introduce an enthralling concept. Only necessary repairs.
That's the key here.
I mean, you would think that would be the philosophy throughout the life of the vehicle,
but no,
evidently not.
No, there's preventive maintenance and
but
preemptive strikes.
Well, preemptive maintenance is one thing, but only necessary repairs. Repairs.
Now, I think what really Jim means is I'll take care of the life-threatening stuff only.
Yeah. I mean, this opens up ask the question, and we'll see how it works out.
Well, a couple of weeks ago, I noticed that the tailpipe was riding very low to the ground, and I was sort of pondering what to do about this.
Not having a coat hanger handy.
Yeah, that was a possibility. But then a few days ago, I took a look at it and noticed that it just wasn't there at all.
I was going to guess that.
I looked under the truck, and it had just completely sheared off perfectly at the back of the muffler, and it's running great. So I'm wondering, do I need to get a new tailpipe? What does that tailpipe really do? Am I threatening to explode the gas tank with hot gases?
Well, this may not fall into the category of an only necessary repair.
Yeah.
Where is the muffler? The muffler is basically under the bed of the pickup truck.
I'd say under the front of the bed. It's sort of in the middle.
Yeah.
Right. And then the tailpipe goes back into the right.
To the left.
Back into the left. I knew it.
Right. But the effluent from the muffler, or where the tailpipe ends now, is back of you when you're sitting in the truck.
Right. The question is it back of the gas tank?
I bet you it's not, because the entrance to the gas tank, the opening to the gas tank is probably considerably behind the back of the muffler.
What do we care where the gas tank is? Should we care?
Well,
I don't care where the
our
gas
lawyers
tank.
might care.
I don't care.
You don't care?
Well, I mean...
It could be. I mean, there's a small chance that hot exhaust, if it were allowed to hit the gas tank,
Yeah.
if the gas tank were leaking, for example, there could be a terrible fire.
Boy, oh boy, is this a necessary repair in Jim's definition?
Well, the chance that it's going to set the truck on fire is very, very small.
Okay, that's comforting.
But we don't in any way want to be associated with the thought that it's zero.
My heirs will be happy to come on Stump the Chumps later on.
Right.
Your heirs. Exactly. We'll say, how did we do? Well, Jim isn't here right now.
Well, let me suggest a cheap solution.
Okay.
The tail.
I can see it coming now.
The tailpipe.
Does it involve flexible hose?
No, it involves frozen concentrated orange juice cans. No, but the tailpipe you put on to replace the one you lost doesn't have to be the same one that came on, which is a pretty long tailpipe, I think.
Yeah.
You can put a little one that exits either in front or right after the wheel.
Okay.
Or someplace where it directs the exhaust down to the ground and away from the gas tank.
Okay.
So you can go to the auto parts store and you can look through the catalog and find one, and for $10, you're going to be all set. Does that sound good, Jim?
That sounds fabulous. $10 sounds great.
Are you a college professor?
No.
You're not.
I write about music, and I work for a company that produces databases for online music sales.
But you don't really work full time, do you? It's just between us, Jim. I mean, if
we won't tell your wife.
I'll take the fit.
I mean, here's why. Because I was going to suggest that you do the same thing my brother suggested, but instead of going to the parts store, you go to the junkyard.
Oh, that's even better, actually.
Because the junkyard you'll be able to see, instead of seeing a little diagram of the tailpipes that are available, you'll be able to see the real thing right there. Thousands of them. And you'll say, I think I'll take that one.
And for $5, you may be able at the junkyard to buy a muffler and a tailpipe and put the whole thing on.
Yeah.
I think I can carve out some time for a trip to the junkyard.
I thought you could. I knew I could tell by the sound of his voice that you would be able to carve out some time for a project as interesting as this.
Good luck, Jim.
Thank you very much.
See you later.
Bless your heart, man.
Bye-bye.
Bye now.
Now, before we get to the new puzzler, we have to take a short break.
Take a haircut?
Fortunately, just a trip. We'll be back in just a minute.
Tie rod, radiator, heater, core, alternator, fuel pump, manifold, engine block, water hoses leaking, alternator squeaking. I don't do something quick, I think she's gonna blow. Get her up on blast. Get her up on blast. Get her off the road and get me on the clock. Get her up on the block. 'Cause my struts are shot and my motor mounts bust. Exhaust is full of holes and the underside's rust. CV joints clicking, she's pulling to the right. My brakes are so spongy she won't stop at the light. Get her up on block.
And even though the NPR electrician makes a mental note to leave some wiring exposed in our studio whenever he hears us say it, this is NPR.
Hey, thanks for listening to Car Talk. Now, if you want to listen to something of substance, check out Fresh Air's recent interview with reporter David Farrenhold. He launched a nationwide scavenger hunt for Trump Foundation assets. Now, you can hear about what he found in his conversation with Terry Gross. Also, don't miss Terry's chat with Bruce Springsteen. They talk about Springsteen's childhood, his combative relationship with his father, and how he formed his stage persona. Wonder if she asked him about Car Talk's theme song, Born Not to Run. Anyway, find these and other great interviews on the Fresh Air podcast on the NPR One app and at npr.org/podcasts. We're back. You're listening to Car Talk with us, Click and Clack, the Tappert brothers, and we're here to discuss cars, car repair. We haven't discussed either one so far. And the new puzzler. Now,
which you said would be partially automotive and partly...
Well, I said automotive /logic.
Yeah, okay.
Now...
Well, they're all that.
I got to tell you that I remember having used this puzzler before, but my compatriots, i.e. my brother and Berman, insist that I haven't.
Oh.
And our staff archivist, recent emigre from Southeast Asia, Slong Gone, says that she checked all the tapes and
it's not there.
It's not there. So I'm going to assume that I didn't use it, and here it is.
I don't remember.
Many, many years ago, I receive a late-night phone call from my brother who tells me that his car has broken down. He says, I need help. Do you have a rope to tow with? And I say, yeah, sure. I'll be right there. So I watched Ted Koppel. I watched The Tonight Show with Johnny Carson. I watched the late movie, and then I take a shower.
Tom Snyder. Yeah. Paid programming.
And I decided
Psychic Network
to head out and give him a hand.
Yeah.
And I arrive with my car, tow rope in hand, and he's, of course, asleep in the car, snuggled up with one of his pet raccoons. And I wake him and ask him what the story is. He tells me what's wrong with the car. I say, I can't tow you, you knucklehead.
Mm-hmm.
And he says, no, we only have a few blocks to go. I can tow you. And I say,
the Indian rope trick?
Holy cow. And he's right. What's he talking about?
You never used this puzzler.
What's wrong with his car?
Yeah.
That enables him. He's broken down now. He called me.
Yeah.
Woke me up.
Yeah.
Made me come out there, and he's going to tow me home?
I can't tow you, and I say, I'll tow you.
There you go. Now, if you think you know the answer,
this is good.
Or the boss is away this week and your cubicle is near the stamp machine, send your answer to Puzzler Tower, Car Talk Plaza, Box 3500, Harvard Square, Cambridge.
Our fair city.
MA 02238. Or you can email us your answer from our website, cartalk.com. If you'd like to call us, our number is 1-888-CAR-TALK. That's 1-888-227-8255. Hello, you're on Car Talk.
Hi, this is Wendy.
Hi,
from
Wendy.
Columbia, Missouri.
From Columbia, Missouri.
Yes.
Got it.
You know Columbia is the capital of Missouri?
No.
All right.
Jefferson City is.
Yes, I knew that.
No kidding.
Sure.
Yeah, I remember that from 8th grade.
Yeah.
8th grade was a pivotal year for me.
I can tell.
Everything from 8th grade down, I remember.
Most of which, nearly all of which, was useless.
No, that's the good stuff.
Adding was good.
That's the good stuff. The adding, subtraction, division, multiplication. I'm a whiz at all those things. 8th grade on, I became uninterested. So I do remember Jefferson City.
Jefferson City. Okay.
So anyway, Wendy, what's going on?
Well, you're so good at solving problems with Volvos and teenage boys.
Yes.
That's why I called you. I have an 85 Volvo with about 90-some thousand miles on it that I turned over to my son earlier.
Only 90-some thousand? Wow.
Well,
the odometer's been broken for 10 years, huh?
That's right.
Yeah.
I thought so.
Okay.
Well, I put some new tires on it for him, and I had an alignment done on it.
Mm-hmm.
And I drove it several months later, and I noticed that it's really shaky when you park it or make a hard right or left turn. And
At slow speeds.
At normal speeds, yeah, in any speed, 30, 10.
You park at 30 miles an hour?
You know what I'm saying, making a turn in the car.
Right.
30 miles.
Whether
Yeah.
it's at 30 or less.
Or parking.
Or parking.
Or parking, yes.
Yeah. But what about higher speeds, 40, 50, 60?
Well, when you're driving straight with it on the highway, it's fine. It doesn't shake.
Okay.
And you can change lanes on the highway without any
Right.
problem.
Hmm.
When you say it shakes, is it accompanied by difficult steering?
Yes.
Aha! Another penetrating
Another penetrating question.
question.
Yeah.
Aha.
Well, I suspect what's wrong here is,
Yeah,
is something simple.
I'm going to agree with my brother on this.
And I think you have actually a loose power steering belt, and it's caused by worn-out power steering pump bushings.
I like it.
So that the whole thing, when you turn the wheel, the load imposed on the pump because you're trying to make the pump fluid to turn the wheels, when you're parking.
And that's what's doing the vibrating.
And that's going, the whole pump is shaking in its little bracket because the bushings that hold the pump to the motor are all worn out.
And the nice thing about this analysis is that you can check it relatively easily.
How do I do that?
Because it's going to do it when you're stopped.
So throw open the hood.
You throw open the hood.
Have your son sit there. You don't even have to put the thing in gear. You can have it in park or neutral if it's a standard shift.
Preferably, yeah.
And turn the wheel side to side, and you will see the entire power steering pump shaking. Now, if you're not sure which thing is the power steering pump,
It's the thing that's shaking.
there you go. And then you can take it into your mechanic and tell him to fix it.
Okay.
All righty?
Great.
See you, Wendy.
Well, thank you.
Thanks for your call. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye.
1-888-CAR-TALK. That's 888-227-8255. Hello, you're on Car Talk.
This is Dave from Bemidji, Minnesota.
Say it again. Bemidji?
Dave from Bemidji, Minnesota.
Bemidji. Yeah, how do you spell it?
B-M-I-D-J-I.
Wow.
Yeah.
Bemidji.
Well,
And what state are we in?
Northern
Minnesota.
Minnesota.
Minnesota. Bemidji. That is great. Wow.
Love
Of
it.
course. Where are you guys from?
We're from Boston-y.
Boston.
So what's up, Dave?
Okay. Yeah, look here.
Yeah.
You ready for a story?
Sure.
Okay. What I did is I came from the great state of Washington,
Yeah.
and I met a girl in the great state of Minnesota.
Yeah, cool.
Okay, and she wanted to go see Alaska, right?
Yeah.
So I says, okay, we'll load up the car, and we got no troubles, and, we happen to have the finances at the time, and we threw everything into an 85 Cavalier.
Yeah.
Okay, anyway, we drive across, and we get to Washington, and we jump on the ferry, and we go up to Haines, Alaska, and we do Alaska and everything. She hated it, by the way. I says, why? She says, well, it looks like northern Minnesota. Anyway.
Just a lot farther away.
Yeah. So anyway, we come back, and we decide, well, hell, we'll drive through British Columbia and come down the Alcan Highway, the famous Alcan Highway.
Yep.
And we're coming down the road, and the car just overheats. We got a lot of stuff in there now.
Yeah. All those treasures you bought up in Alaska.
Yeah,
and the
right.
dogs. Don't forget the dogs.
Seal skins and what have you.
All right.
Yeah,
All
live
that
seal.
contraband.
And all those phony Cuban cigars. All right, so you're on the Calcan Highway, and the thing's overheating.
Right. And I'm the man, I said, no problem. It just overheated. We need some radiator fluid or whatever, I get out, and I go, Jesus, I can't get in the trunk because we got 8,000 pounds of stuff in here.
Cuban cigars.
Well, whatever,
Whatever,
Cigarettes are good, too, But, so I pull all this stuff out, and I get back to this little teeny toolbox that I thought would suffice once we left Minnesota, which is a how do you call it, a lure or fishing box.
Yeah.
You know, and I got a crescent wrench and 3 different kinds of ratchets that have no sockets.
And you don't have any vice grips?
Nope.
Oh, the
What
classic
kind of
tool.
a Minnesotan are you?
So anyway, so I go, no problem. You know, we'll go up underneath the hood. So we pop the hood and look in there, and sure enough, the car just doesn't go. You know, it starts up, but we get it going. I load everything, and it won't go, but 4 or 5 miles an hour. So we pulled over to this, luckily we found a gas station there, and spent the night there. Or no, before we spent the night, the woman walked, or my girlfriend, walked into the house there. I said, do you mind if we stop here? We're not here to rob you, you know. And she says, yeah, no problem. My husband will come out and look at it in the morning. All right. So we spend the night. Here comes this guy out, right? And he goes, pop the hood. So what he does is he takes, okay, we got an electric fan, you know, and he takes the wire from the electric fan.
Runs it right to the battery.
It runs it right to the battery.
There you go.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Now we're down the road, right? Okay. Then it overheats again. I'm going, geez. So I call my brother on Woodby Island, my brother Mike, you know, and I say, hey, we're trying to get back down there. What's the trouble? And he says, what won't it do? And I says, well, it just feels like it's clogged up. You know, and it just won't do it. I put everything in it, high test gas and everything. He says, take a piece of steel, if you can find a piece of steel, and punch a hole in the catalytic converter and grind it around in there and get rid of all that junk. And he says, that'll blow out of there. Right? So, what?
Yeah.
Am I wrong?
This is
you're
good.
wrong. Are you kidding me? You're right as rain, man.
You know?
Yeah.
So I go back over there to the place where we're at, and I see an old campfire grill, and I grab one of them rails, you know, that are laying there, and I punch it in there with the tire iron, grind it all around. Boy, here we go, me and the old lady, boy, 65 miles an hour. Boy, we're moving now. Anyway, I get down to Washington on Woodby Island and talk to my brother. Hey, do you like the trick? Yeah, I says, it worked great. Okay, we get back to Minnesota, and this wire, you know, it goes on and off, you know, and it doesn't work right. So I figure, what the hell? I'll throw a toggle switch on it. Well, I kept burning toggle switches off.
What wire is this?
What, for the fan, you mean?
Yeah.
We're back to the fan.
Oh, you still got the fan Mickey Mouse to the battery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, well, I'll just run a wire from the battery up underneath the car. I drilled a hole up. Beautiful car, you know. We got 350,000 miles on it, you know. So I says, well, I'll just put a toggle switch on it. Well, the problem is the car starts up and everything fine, and all of a sudden when you turn on the toggle switch, the car goes way down, like it's really lugging hard. Now, did I mess with the computer, or did he mess with the computer in Canada, or what?
No, not really. What you need to do you still have that iron bar that you need to do the
use it on the windshield.
Yeah, I got
the computer.
Right
The now, I suspect that because you've been running this electric fan continuously for like 45,000 miles.
Well, no. See, the toggle switch turns it off when you go in to get something to eat or something like that.
No, I understand that, but otherwise it's running all the time. And it has been running, that same fan, for 300,000 miles, off and on.
Yeah.
But that's the original one.
And it's fried.
And it may be that you're pulling so much current. That's why you burned up the switch. And that's why now when you turn the thing on, everything goes dim.
Yeah, because it's sucking so much current. And that fan should draw nothing. I would forget the toggle switch, because either you're going to forget to turn it on or you're going to forget to turn it off.
That's why we got the toggle switch.
Yeah, but you could actually go ahead.
It's warm.
But you could fix this the way it's supposed to be fixed. You could replace either the coolant temp sensor or the fan relay, whatever it is that's making the thing not work.
It may well be that the fan's been running 24 hours a day.
Yeah, I would think that you might have to go to the junkyard and get another used fan for $20 if you want to adhere to this philosophy.
Okay. So what you're saying is get another fan, and the RPMs won't go down. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like,
This fan's just drawing so much current that you're imposing a huge load on the charging system, and
it's going to burst into flame one of these days.
And you're going to burn out the alternator.
Don't laugh.
He's laughing.
He laughed.
It would not bother me at all.
Well, you've gotten your money's worth out of it.
You certainly
well,
have.
Geez, don't I get a record for having a?
We're gonna give you a record.
Cavalier for almost 400,000
Yeah.
miles.
Oh,
And the fact that you were able to effect 2 repairs on this car with a ratchet, with no sockets,
and a piece
of a
barbecue grill.
And the Cuban cigars.
And the Cuban cigars. I mean, you deserve something. You deserve some kind of award, Dave.
All right.
Yeah. Any time during this trip when the car was malfunctioning, were you at all worried?
Yeah, actually, I did get a zit on top of my head.
Hey, Dave, anytime that car makes it to Boston, you give me a call and we will have coffee.
Me too.
Are you buying?
I will buy.
We'll buy you a new fan, too.
And I'll take it down on this and bombs. I'll get you a whole lifetime supply of fans. Thanks for calling, Dave.
See ya. Bye.
Don't mean to bother you, but
Bye.
thank you.
Now, there is a 1 in a million guy. There is a 1 in a million guy.
He was a lot of fun. Well, it's happened again. You've wasted another perfectly good hour listening to Car Talk. Our esteemed producer is Doug, the subway fugitive, not a slave to fashion, Bongo Boy Berman. Our associate producers are David, the Cavs of Belleville Green, and Catherine Flaublucher Fenolosa. Our web lackey is Doug, the Old Gray Mare, assisted by Connie Britchford. Our engineer is John Cartman Perotti. And our theme music is by David Dog Grisman. Our technical, spiritual, and menu advisor, just back from the South Seychelles Spam, Simone, and Spirulina Smorgasbord, is John Bucks. This is NPR.